Fish dealer Yukata Kurihara says the meat of the tuna should be dark red and firm, but smooth. This is a fine example. Kurihara has found what he's looking for. Today is a big day for the dealers at the Tsukiji market in Tokyo. It's Japan's biggest wholesale market for fish and seafood, including bluefin tuna. There are 800 tuna up for auction, almost twice as many as usual. They've been caught in the Atlantic, the Mediterranean, or in the Pacific Ocean off the coast of Japan. Kurihara wants to take part in the bidding. He already has potential customers for 2 or 3 fish if he can get them for the right price.
These cost up to 6,000 yen per kilo. The big ones back there will fetch up to 12,000 yen for sure.
That means a 150-kilo fish can cost up to 18,000 euros. But that's even a bargain. Bluefin tuna prices in Japan have doubled in recent years. Demand is surging, but the fish population isn't. The Worldwide Fund for Nature says the species could be wiped out in the Mediterranean by next year. But the Japanese government has blocked moves to impose tougher catch quotas.
Previously, the tuna problem happened. The whale dolphins problem happened to us. And then the Japanese government is just furiously rejected any accepted treaty about the dolphin limitations. The tuna, again, we have to seriously think about this problem.
The bidding gets going, and soon Kurihara's choice tuna is on the auction block. Less than 10 minutes later, all of the fish have been sold off.
I'm quite happy. I bought 2 fish. Both were caught in the Pacific off the coast of Aomori Prefecture in northern Japan.
There's a sushi shop just 2 streets down from the market. The Sushi Zanmai chain sells 1,000 tons of tuna every year in its Tokyo locations alone. An estimated 500,000 tons are sold annually across the country. The sushi chefs start slicing up the tuna in the morning. Few people here are worried that supplies could soon run out. Back at the market, the boss is the first to start cutting up the fish. Yutaka Kurihara's family business is now in its 5th generation. Like the 230 other traders at the Tsukiji market, tuna is his livelihood. If the fish becomes extinct, Japan would lose a key industry.
I'm also responsible for the large fish here at the market. I talk with the producers and the fishermen to see if they're sticking to the catch quotas and obeying the rules. You can't catch immature tuna, just adults. And fishermen should only use permissible fishing methods.
Environmental advocates doubt those principles are being followed. They've accused the traders of contributing to the tuna shortage and soaring prices. Critics say some of the catch is held back and stored in large freezers to drive up the price. Kurihara denies these claims.
That wouldn't work. The price rises and falls over the course of the year. We might be able to store the tuna for a short time and wait for the price to rise, but that doesn't work in the long term.
And the global appetite for tuna isn't sustainable in the long term either. Experts estimate that nearly 80% of bluefin tuna caught in the Atlantic is sold at Japan's fish markets. But as Japanese cuisine becomes more popular and more sushi bars open up in Europe and the U.S., demand for the tuna is rising there too.
Well, it's sad if we are really forced to stop eating tuna, because myself is a very lover to eat tuna. But if we have to think about the conservation of the resources, and then, as I said, without finding some alternative way to provide the tuna meat, maybe we have to stop, or we have to reduce eating the amount of the tuna.
But until then, it's business as usual at the Tsukiji market. Kurihara sells 13.5 kilos of fish to the owner of a sushi restaurant. The restaurant owner might take even more later, if there's any left.